Welcome back, everybody. Aren't you just thrilled at Democrat policy, Democrat agendas? Don't they always lead to failure? I mean, you just look everywhere you go. You like paying the high gas prices? I'm sure the liberal communist Democrats do. I'm sure they just love it. They don't think they're being taxed enough. Well, evidently, if that's the case, you can voluntarily pay more in taxes, right? You can do that. You can donate to charities. You can pay extra if you don't think you're paying enough, right? So that's aside. You like the prices of higher food, parts, you know, the prices of everything. Let's just face it, they've gone up since Joe Biden's taken office. Taxes gone up. Don't you just love it? Absolutely love it. And then censoring of freedom of speech based upon so-called misinformation. So now we look at Afghanistan and our withdrawal. And I watch both sides of the news, right? I watch the Communist News Network and I watch Fox News. That's the only way to truly be informed. CNN, they are starting to be a little more harsh on Biden, but they still stroke his belly and say, it's going to be okay. We realize you inherited this problem from Trump, right? That's where they push this agenda. But Trump actually inherited this problem to begin with, right? But he led through strength, not weakness. There's a difference. See, bad people only understand two things. I don't care if they're a gangbanger or an Islamic extremist. It doesn't matter what religion, what the skin color is. Bad people understand two things: strength and weakness. And they will take advantage of your kindness because it is a weakness, right? When you show a bad guy kindness, it is used for weakness, right? So you lead through strength. Bad people understand fear. Trump said, you touch one of our soldiers and we're going to bomb the living fucking shit out of you. We're going to run your fucking nose through fucking pig shit. Right? Basically. And they're like, okay, you're good. You're good. What happens when Biden gets in office? Because he's got an agenda. He wants to look good for certain polls. How are we looking in this poll? How are we looking in that poll? That's all it's about. They don't give a fuck about it. They're more interested in the social engineering of the United States military. Got some sergeant major of the army more worried about fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You probably saw it on the news, the tweet he put out. I'm not even going to bother trying to repeat the words. It's a total waste of time. The military, we are designed to go kill the enemy. Period. End of story. I've worked with all types in the military. Homosexuals, black, Pacific Islanders, Asian, Latinos, you name it. Do I care what alleged race they are? No, I don't. What I cared about, did they have enough bullets in their fucking gun to get through this? That's what I cared about. And that's what I'm sure all of them care about. They don't give a fuck about, there's not enough sensitivity in the United States military. We need more sensitivity training. And look at where it's led us. To a position of absolute weakness. With Joe Biden in office and his chain of command, we are leading with our pants down around our ankles with with Vaseline smeared up the cracks of our ass. And shit falls down ladder, right? That's what they say. Shit falls down ladder. So all this shit starts at the top. You can blame it on whoever you want to blame it on. It starts at the top. And terrorism is going to come back here to the United States, just like it did with Barack Obama. Because they like to talk about, they're being thoroughly vetted. They don't have a Department of Motor Vehicles over there in Afghanistan. Or in Iraq, as far as I know. They don't have social security cards over there. There is no way to vet them. You know, it's a matter of he said, she said, he said, blah, blah, blah. Sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, brother-in-laws, nephews, nieces said that this person is okay. Unless that soldier worked with that particular interpreter and can get a PID on that interpreter as that interpreter is entering the airplane for extraction, there is no way to vet that person, that individual, or their extended family. So-called extended. The United States government, they wanted to bring them all over here, and they're going to. Meanwhile, they're denying Christians, converted Christians, right? People over there and living in the Middle East that converted to Christianity. They're denying them right to come here to the United States. But they want these fundamentalist extremists to come here to the United States. That way they can create more chaos, more destruction. That way they can implement more laws, more regulations. You know, if you just vote for us, we will fix it. Yeah, that's what they always put out. It's the bottom line. It's the end of story. They need this shit so that way they can get reelected. And the people fall for it. Every fucking time they fall for it. Open up the borders. Let those poor people through. We have no way to vet them, no way to document who they are. They're seeking asylum, blah, blah, blah. Thank God the Supreme Court ruled otherwise, but thousands, yeah, so-called worried about COVID. But you've let all these thousands and thousands of COVID positive people coming from across the border, illegal immigrants, positive, not worried about it evidently, coming into the United States and reinfecting everybody. So either the vaccine doesn't work or the COVID's not as deadly as they claim. Right? You got to apply logic to everything. Democrat policies are always end up in failure. They never do any good for you. I love the high price of fuel. Don't you? I mean, all the consumable goods, they've gone up exponentially. But a lot of you thought, oh, I'm going to vote for Joe Biden because he's going to stick it to the rich man. He's going to bend that rich man over the desk and just shove it. Right? You know what the rich man did? He said, I ain't bending over no desk. Your $5 Happy Meal just turned into a $10 Happy Meal. That's how that works. It's called inflation. The rich man ain't gonna fucking bend over. You kidding me? Anyway, be prepared, because when the terrorism comes here to the United States, as it will, I promise you it will, they're gonna blame it on white people. White people are racist again. They're gonna bring that racist card back up again. And the racists cause these Islamic extremists to blow themselves up. That's how the media is going to play it out. Just imagine if the roles were reversed right here and Trump was still in office. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, you name it. They would all be hell fired up on trying to get Trump removed. They would have so much negative publicity. This shit would be nonstop, force-fed down your throat. But because it's a Democrat in office, it's a totally different story, isn't it? Totally different story. If you just change the position from one person to another and the same events still happen, it would be a totally different scenario, wouldn't it? Have a good day.